one that everyone points to and as what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly goes down on the sidelines to say hello to Holly.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game, one of the things he has reiterated to his offensive coordinator is he wants his quarterback to break that school record for passing touchdowns in a season. Now, obviously, they are going to have a balanced game plan. When they're in the red zone, they're going to take the best play available, but it is in the back of their mind. They want their quarterback to go down in history, and they have a big opportunity to do that here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Running inside. It's Jackson. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now, it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways. And you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
Making the adjustment on the play. On the ground, it's Jackson. There he goes. The 40. Past the 40. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Toss sweep to the right. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Underwood. Left side is Buchanan. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, Dave?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest?
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Lots of room to run. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolverines. The extra point here would tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. From inside the 15, here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Hard running there. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Well, they're going to RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll need a bunch on second down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Finds his big tight end. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Throws it back. Got him, and nobody's close. There he goes down the right side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Underwood to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marshall. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Here's Underwood. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got his man. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Follows his blocks. It's Marshall. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Throwing, Underwood. Reels it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Caught. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident.
Snags it and he's open. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Wide left, it's Roberts. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Man, you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. So nice to have these tight ends.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45.
Here we go. Ready? Ready, go.
Trying to squeak through the pile. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Saying to throw for it on 4th. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Jackson. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. He now has 84 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Saying. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella.
That's a big 3rd down get by the offense there, because obviously being in field goal range, had they not gotten it, a field goal would have tied the game, but now that you've converted it, you've got an opportunity to take the lead and seize a ton of momentum in this game.
And the Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Motion from the back. Say it. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. He's changing the play. From the gun on 3rd down, say it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Motion from the wide receiver. 4th down, say it. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throwing, say it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Underwood. Back open in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Plows his way ahead. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellows, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Marshall taking on the UL Monroe Warhawks. And it's the Herd trying to keep the ball rolling with their 11th straight win. It's been a dream season following that early loss. This will be a dangerous postseason team. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here's Underwood to throw. Extending the play. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat and playing him like that.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Wolverines come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. To the air, it's Underwood. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. This one's complete.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of it.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
And I've been impressed with this defense physically. Like, their physical domination of the line of scrimmage. Just the run game has been pretty non-existent so far. And, man, when you control the run game, a lot of times you can control offenses.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here's Sayin to throw. Wide open downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wide receiver going in motion. Lets it develop. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Motion from the wideout. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down.
Here we go, ready. Blue 22, blue 22. Where did he go?
Hits inside, it's Jackson. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Third and 6 yards to go. Finds space, it's West. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
No thought of trying to kick the 46-yarder. They'll go for it. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts.
Freeze.
Quarterback signaling to his guys.
Go.
Saying to throw for it on fourth. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Gonna take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Oh, he had him out there, and he was trying to compensate for that speed, but just a little too much distance.
That's just greased lightning, so you think, I can't overthrow this guy. I'm going to throw it out there and let him run underneath it just a little bit too far for the speedster.
Second and long here. Throwing, Underwood. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces the third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Trying to get behind the defense. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll try to take it back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback changing the play. Saying, throwing right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. You always hear, put it on the tight end's body, Jesse, but with this guy, you don't have to all the time.
No, he's got long arms, Reese, and he's athletic. I mean, this guy can jump. He can go vertical. He can go horizontal. And that, my friend, was a stat. That was incredible.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Got it back on second and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. so they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you know you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for the edge. Turns upfield. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense very lucky to get that football back.
Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Underwood. On target over the middle. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Long way to go on second down. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lined up in the gun on third down. Say it. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
Well, this offense has been having its way all day long with this defense, but finally the defense creates a negative play. Let's see if that now gives them a little more confidence to get back in this game.
Punt is on its way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Ohio State calls its second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Here's Underwood to throw. Still looking. He'll pull it down and run. He's knocked down short game. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Turning it on. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Right side, it's Marshall. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Left side, it's Marshall. Makes the grab in their space. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. This time they'll throw it. Rushes on. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Throwing, Underwood. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Wide receiver comes in motion. Say it. Look out. Finds his man. It's a running room. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And that might be a dagger. They push the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
From deep, it's Stewart. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Underwood. Out wide right, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
The quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Out wide left, it's Buchanan. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the move. He's stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Brought down at the 11 as he was trying to find enough room to take it back for the pick 6. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the draw, it's Jackson. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Racing down the left side. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with a ceiling touchdown.
And I think some people don't like that. They think it's piling on. But listen, the offense is running the football. They're not throwing it all over the yard. Your job to stop it, even though we might have some fun handshakes at the end of this one.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.